Hi Virgo, welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is another Virgo channel and this is another Virgo reading. Let's get started with a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you. So this is for the Virgo full moon that's happening today, February 24th when I'm filming this, but whenever you're watching this is whenever you're meant to see it. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you do enjoy today's reading, please do hit the like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already. And keep in mind that this reading may not resonate with you. Take what feels right, leave what doesn't. I have a bunch of channel messages and then we'll pull cards. So the title of the reading is Getting Our Shit Together. This Virgo full moon is going to help us all start to get our shit together. If you're seeing this reading and you feel like you've been unorganized, you feel like you haven't had your shit together, this full moon is helping us to get rid of the energy that no longer serves us and get us into an energy of getting organized and getting everything together. So that's the first message. And then I also wrote down that some of you feel like you're running out of time. And I've been feeling like this too lately, but this download came through where Spirit was like, you feel like you're running out of time because you are, but not in the way that you think. Some of us feel like we're running out of time to accomplish something or to do something or whatever. We just feel like we're running out of time, but Spirit is saying you are running out of time, but not in the way that you think. What's happening is the old version of you is dying. That's the best way I can put it. We're coming to the end of the zodiac calendar. We're currently in Pisces season in Western astrology, and then when March hits, we're going to be moving into Aries season, which will start over the new zodiac year. And Spirit is saying that we feel like we're running out of time because the old version of us is collapsing, and the old version of us is trying to cling on to whatever it can to come with us into this new timeline that we've been creating for ourselves, but it's not going to. So you do feel like you're running out of time, but that's just the part of you that's dying, and it feels like it needs to cling on. That's what I've been getting. Okay, so you are running out of time, but not in the way that you think. I also wrote down something about unexpected money in your account that you don't know where it came from. And I was getting something about in the next 48 hours. I've been seeing this message over and over again, that in the next 48 hours, some of you are going to receive some sort of unexpected money, or there's going to be like an unexpected amount of money that's available to you. So some of you may check like your Venmo, your PayPal, or your actual bank account, and there's more money in it than you expected or anticipated, and you don't know where it came from. I'm hearing don't ask any questions. Some of you may also be finding money out of nowhere, and you don't know where it came from. That's a gift for you, okay? I also wrote down that praying on someone's downfall is only manifesting it for yourself. Anyone praying for your downfall is really doing you a favor. And I've been channeling lately that some people feel really dumb for praying on your downfall because it's manifesting their own downfall, right? You give what you get what you give. That's the message, you get what you give. And so some people feel really dumb for trying to attack you or trying to judge you, criticize you, send you negative energy, pray on your downfall, because everything that they're trying to send towards you is only happening to them. Right? You're a mirror is what I'm hearing. You're a mirror. So you're reflecting everything back to them naturally. You don't even have to do anything. And some of these people think that you're doing some sort of like spell work or that you're praying for their downfall. In reality, you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. You're just living your life and letting the universe balance the scales. So anyone praying for your downfall is experiencing what they're trying to pray for you. And I wrote down that anyone praying for your downfall is really doing you a favor because it's allowing the universe to step in and protect you. They're really kind of like moving you up the protection ladder, if that makes sense. So yeah. And I wrote down that some of you could be feeling overwhelmed or pulled in a million different directions right now. And then I wrote down, don't worry, the trash takes itself out. You don't need that poison in your life. And then I wrote down getting our shit together, cleaning, completing tasks that we've been putting off, and feeling like ourselves again. That is what this Virgo full moon is bringing in for us. This sense of like getting everything together, feeling organized, completing tasks, feeling like ourselves again. I know that as soon as I get done with whatever I'm filming today and posting, I'm going to be cleaning the rest of the day. I'm going to use this energy to my advantage to get some cleaning done. I also wrote down that you're going to see a sign of good luck. Spider, ladybug, or dragonfly. One of these three, multiple of these three, all of these three. You're going to see one of these as a sign of good luck. A spider, a dragonfly, or a ladybug. I wrote down health scare, wake-up call. Some of you did just recently have a health scare, and I'm getting that it's just a scare. You're fine, but it was supposed to wake you up, or it was supposed to make you more aware of the choices that you've been making. So health scare is actually a wake-up call, and I'm getting that this was a good thing for you because it's actually helping you to change your diet, it's helping you to get back into a workout routine, it's helping you to think better, it's helping you to get into a better routine of like taking care of yourself, journaling, meditating, whatever, what have you. But that's what I wrote down, health scare, wake-up call. And this may not be you, there could be people around you who are experiencing a health scare and it's supposed to be a wake-up call for them because they haven't been taking care of themselves. I also wrote down that around this time there's going to be more people getting into and accepting tarot, astrology, and spirituality. Heavy on the accepting it. I'm getting like some of you are going to start being more open and vocal about the fact that you enjoy spirituality, that you enjoy tarot and astrology, and you're going to be talking about it more with people who you thought would judge you for it, and they're going to be more accepting of it. And it's because you are accepting of it. What I learned is that now I'm very confident in the path that I have chosen, and I'm very secure in my path, so I don't mind talking about tarot or spirituality or astrology with strangers, because if they're offended by it or if they don't like it, that speaks volumes about them. It has nothing to do with me. I'm secure in the path that I have chosen. But in the past, some of us were not so secure in the fact that we were reading tarot or the fact that we were into astrology and spirituality, and so that came off when we were trying to talk about it to other people, and that is why other people seem to be so taken aback by it or were offended by it or were giving some sort of like pushback because we weren't secure in it. But now you are secure in the fact that you read tarot cards, astrology, spirituality, and you're confident and you can speak about it with no problem, so more people are going to be accepting of it. I just heard backfire. Something backfired or something is backfiring. Somebody tried to do something to you, or somebody has been trying to send you some sort of like negative, evil energy, and it's backfiring. Okay. And then I wrote down this question: why do you attract people who aren't over their exes and or people who are emotionally unavailable? And this was a question that I kept asking my spirit team because I feel like I only ever attract people who are not over their exes, or I only ever attract people who are emotionally unavailable. And so I'm like, Spirit, why is this? And some of you may be thinking this too. So the answer I got was the Star card. And it's because we have a healing energy, because we are healers. So people are naturally drawn to us because they want us to help them. They want us to heal them. And for some, the reason we attract these people as the Star that we are, as the healer that we are, is because these people think that they did something wrong or that they need to be fixed. So they come into our life for us to quote unquote fix them, heal them, and then they can go back and get their ex back, right? Or then they can go and be emotionally available for somebody that they were actually interested in. That's what I was getting. So that's why we attract people who are not over their exes or who are emotionally unavailable. I've decided to stay single right now because I'm just over it. I'm just really not in it right now, for real. I've been talking to my spirit team and I'm just like, I'm not in it. I'm not really with it right now. So maybe you're not really with the dating or the love or friendship or whatever lately either. I'm really trying my hardest to just exist and go with the flow, but I've been talking to my spirit team. I'm like, I don't want to be here. And I'm really reaching this point of just like not caring about anything, but here I am. Still showing up, still trying, still doing the best that I can, and I'm sure that some of you are too. So yeah, I wrote down be careful of hot surfaces, and I got this message a couple days ago and I ignored it, which I shouldn't have, because every time that I ignore messages like this, it ends up happening, and then I ended up burning myself yesterday on my wrist. It's fine, it just stung for like a few hours, but be careful of hot surfaces, the oven, the air fryer, microwave, candles, anything that could be burning as well. Just be careful of hot surfaces. Try not to burn yourself. And then I wrote down something long distance isn't going to work out. And this isn't bursting your bubble. This is confirming your intuition. So some of you already intuitively are channeling that something long distance isn't going to work out. You're just feeling like it isn't going to work out. The distance is too much. It's not going to work out. So this is confirmation, something long distance isn't going to work out. And then I also was channeling, if you can't touch them, it won't work out. Again, only take what resonates. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, don't come for me. I'm just the messenger. But something long distance isn't going to work out. If you can't touch them, it won't work. And I'm getting that some of you have like a physical touch love language and you need touch. And you can't touch this person because they're at a distance from you. And there is no way to make it work without the physical touch for some of you. So something long distance isn't going to work out. And then I wrote down Big Ben. I kept hearing like a clock or a gong. So that could be significant for some of you. Somebody's name could be Ben, but Big Ben, the like big tall clock in London, I think could be significant. Maybe you live in London or England, or that has significance to you, or something about a clock tower is significant. I kept hearing like the clock going off or a gong. And then those are the end of our channel messages, but I put these cards outside yesterday to cleanse under the full moon energy and to connect with the Virgo full moon energy. This is the Golden Art Novu Tarot, if you're curious. But I didn't put all of the cards out there, and I didn't know that. This morning I woke up and there were 2 cards just like sitting on the floor while the rest of the cards were outside under the moonlight. And these were the 2 cards that we got. So this is where we're going to start the message, and then I'm going to pull cards. Page of Wands, 10 of Swords. First message I was getting is good news. It's the end of your suffering. Good news, the suffering is done. You're done suffering. So if you felt like you've been suffering or struggling lately, this Virgo full moon energy is the end of it. It's coming in to cleanse things and to change and shift the energy for you. So you're done suffering. The Page of Wands is also a message that something is done. So some of you may be receiving a message that you're done with something, or you may be sending a message that you're done with something. And for some of you, this has to do with like a crush. So I've been getting a bunch of different messages with this. I'm just trying to break it down in the different ways that I'm getting it. The Page of Wands sometimes to me represents a crush energy, but then the 10 of Swords is the end. You're done, complete, it's over. So some of you, you had a crush, but now it's done. You either learned something about this person, or for some of you, it's long distance and you're not gonna be able to make it work, or something happened where you kind of got the ick, or you just decided you'd be better friends, or you just decided to drop the crush. So that was one of the messages I was getting as well. But overall, good news, the end of the suffering. You're done. Okay. So now let's pull cards and let's see what else Virgo needs to know about for this Virgo full moon. Spirit, angels, ancestors, tell me what Virgo needs to know. I've been seeing the Emperor card a lot lately, and I'm getting that you don't feel like yourself, but you're in control. You're in control, Virgo. You're in charge. You get to decide what you do with your life, where you go, how you spend your money, who you talk to, what you spend your time on, something like that. You're in control. You're in charge. I'm also getting that for some of you this year, starting in March, because I'm getting that March is going to really give that new year energy. Like mid-March is going to start feeling like, oh, this is finally the new year. The spring equinox is around like March 21st. We're moving into Aries season, like March 18th or 19th. And then we're going to start feeling this new year energy. So when I say this year, I'm talking about March through to next March of 2025. And I'm getting that this year, some of you are going to be starting a new family. And I keep getting something about like a dying tree or dying roots or a dying plant. And it's not a bad thing. It's just time for something new. And so some of you may be like distancing yourself from family, or maybe moving away from family, but it's because you're starting your own family. This is the year that you're going to start a new family. Maybe making new friends, maybe getting into some sort of partnership, maybe having children, maybe moving in with somebody, whatever. It could be anything, but that's the energy that I'm getting this year. You're going to be starting some sort of new family. Okay. All right. What does Virgo need to know about this Virgo full moon? Yeah, we're seeing the Judgment card. It feels like a time of reflection. Either you're currently in a time of reflection, or there's a time of reflection upon you. And I'm also getting that whatever judgment has been cast upon you by humans playing God, they're going to receive the judgment that they've been casting upon you. because your spirit team or the divine is like, we don't agree with the judgment that these people have been casting on you. Some people are trying to play God, is what I'm hearing. Or they're trying to play like master, controller, leader, but they really don't have any power. And so the judgment that they've cast on you is going to be returned back to them now. And that's why they feel really dumb. Somebody underestimated you, or some people underestimated you, and now they're talking about how they underestimated you because they're receiving some sort of karma or backlash for what they cast upon you. That's where the backfiring energy is coming from, this judgment energy. And then I just heard a horn honk, so that's confirmation. Trumpets could be significant too. I'm also hearing clarinet. Maybe you played the clarinet, or maybe you do play the clarinet. I'm getting something about jazz music as well. Those could be signs to help you connect to this message. But yeah, judgment usually shows up when there's a time of reflection upon you, or you're currently in a time of needing to just reflect and relax and be in some sort of solitude. I'm hearing you're all right. It's gonna be all right, Virgo. Some of you may be thinking about dyeing your hair too, like adding blonde or something like that. And we're seeing the 5 of Pentacles. I'm getting something about somebody judging how much money you make or judging how much money you don't make. Or judging the work that you do. But all it's doing is hurting them. It's not affecting you. And I'm also getting that something is temporary. This feeling of abandonment or loneliness that some of you might be feeling, it's temporary. It'll be over soon. I'm getting something about flowers blooming. Some of you might be spending time in a garden. Tell me more. Yeah, the Emperor card. You're in charge. You're the one in control. You're the one with the actual power. That's what I'm getting. I'm also hearing you have the final say. I'm getting this weird energy, like somebody around you thought that they had more power than you, or they thought that they had some sort of power, but they don't. That's a facade or a lie. And you probably already know that. Okay. Somebody judged you unfairly, and they're receiving some sort of like judgment or karma for that. Yeah, something wasn't fair to Virgo. But now the universe is going to be making things fair for Virgo. You're in charge. You're in control now. I'm also getting something about like a raise or a promotion at work that comes with a raise. And some of you are self-employed, or you're thinking about becoming self-employed. That's a good move for you. You're building some sort of empire. You're leaving a legacy, or you're going to. Okay. Anything else for Virgo? The Ace of Swords. Some sort of ties are severed. And then the 8 of Swords as well at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you're done stressing about things, or you're done stressing about something because stress isn't going to pay your bills. Stress isn't going to solve things for you. So you're just like, you know what? I'm done stressing about what I can't control. Let's take control of what I can control, right? And I'm getting what you can control is your future, your reactions, your actions. You can control what you consume. Yeah, I'm just getting something about Virgo taking their power back, or Virgo taking their control back. Okay, that's all I'm really getting from this. So hopefully it's making sense. Let's get you a Moonology card and we will close this out. How do you want to end this for Virgo? I'm also getting something about generational trauma, or something has been passed down to you from centuries ago, or from like your grandparents, and you're healing it or you're figuring it out. I'm hearing you're saving your bloodline. They need you to save your bloodline. And I'm getting that that's why you've been feeling like giving up, because it feels like there's like the weight of the world on your shoulders, or it feels like you have to be the one to save your bloodline. And you're like, why me? But something has been passed down to you from generation to generation, and you're figuring it out, or you're healing it. And I think that that's why the tree is dying, right? Remember when I mentioned that? The tree is dying, the roots are dying. You're starting a new family. You're starting a new bloodline. I'm also hearing Native American. Some of you might be Native American. I'm also getting something about like a new name or changing your name. And I'm getting something about your ancestors telling you what your real name is. So you have like the name that your parents gave you, right? But I'm getting that you have like a name, like you have a real name. So your current name is not your real name for some of you. And I'm getting that your spirit team, your ancestors, are going to like come to you in a dream or something like that, and they're going to tell you what your real name is, and it's going to make a lot of sense. I'm also seeing some of you having like a dream that you were royalty, but in this lifetime you were the servant. So you're trying to figure out like how this all makes sense. But I see that now you're taking your power back because you are royalty. You have royal blood. Somewhere in your ancestry or your DNA, you have some sort of royal blood. And now you're answering the call. Now you're stepping into your power because you know that you're a royal. I'm also getting something about an important phone call. Sometimes the Judgment card could represent a phone call, so some of you might be getting a phone call. Or you might be calling somebody to end something. Because I am getting something about you ending something, but it's good news. Or there's the end of something, but it's good news. So somebody might be calling you to let you know that you're done paying on something, or to let you know that something is done and you don't need to worry about it anymore. There's a lot of loud noises going on outside, so this feels like confirmation to me, okay? And some of you may be like calling somebody or texting somebody to let them know that like you're done because the distance doesn't work for you. I keep getting that. Something long distance isn't going to work because you can't be in the same vicinity as this person, because you can't touch this person. It's just not going to work for you. Okay, all right, last card please for Virgo. We're seeing work through your fears. Some of you could have a Scorpio moon, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio. But this card says work through your fears. And I feel like you have nothing to be afraid of. You're the generational curse breaker. You have nothing to be afraid of. And then bottom of the deck, it's time to take action. Yeah, I'm getting over the next 30 days, you're going to be asked by your spirit team, by the universe, to like plan and organize and get ready, because your new life starts in 30 days. It's time to take action on this new life, or it's time to take action on your dreams. You have 30 days. Some of you feel like life is passing you by, or you're missing out on opportunities, or you're like squandering opportunities, and that's not true. The opportunity hasn't come yet. But I'm getting that you do need to prepare for the opportunity to come. It's time to take action on your goals, on your dreams, on your new life. It's time to take action. You're in control. You're in the driver's seat. So just know that. All right, so hopefully this message made sense, some of it at least. Sending you love always. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and I will see you next time. Bye, Virgo.